Alright, y'all, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Hooper YT. Young Hooper back in the cuts, you know what I'm saying? So it's been a minute since I uploaded a video, you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking of some content to do, you know what I'm saying? So now we're back on the NBA content, you feel me? So today we got 5 NBA players that, in my opinion, has something to prove this upcoming season, you know what I'm saying? So this is my opinion. If y'all have something to say, leave that in the comment section. But before we do that, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're 900 subs away from 2,000. So let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, so first player on this list is Jaylen Brown. Don't get me wrong, Jaylen Brown is a really good player. You know what I'm saying? He's an all-star. You know what I'm saying? He's really good. Don't get me wrong. He's a really good defender, good shooter, good finisher. He can do things on a good level. But if y'all haven't known, Jaylen Brown got the Supermax, 5 years, $300 million. Like, bro, that is insane. The fact by the end of his contract he's gonna make 70 mil is insane for someone that is inconsistent in the playoffs. Like, come on. In the Miami Heat series, he got outplayed by Caleb Martin. Is his name Caleb Martin? Caleb Martin, yeah, you got outplayed by him. Come on now. You got outplayed by him. And you're playing bad throughout the entire playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And this is supposed to be the guy that people say is better than Jason Tatum. Oh my days, bro. Come on now. Like, you look at the stats, bro. Look at the efficiency. And if you just watch the game in general, Jaylen Brown is not the type of dude to get paid $300 million. Because by that case, he's the number one option technically, which he's not. So, Jaylen Brown, you got a lot to prove to me this upcoming season to see if you're worth the $300 mil and if you're worth being number 2 option on a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I got you as the first player on this list. Next up, we got Jaylen Brown's teammate, Jason Tatum. So, Jason Tatum, okay. So, Jason Tatum, he's a great player. He's a top 5, top 10 player. You know what I'm saying? He creates on shot. You know what I'm saying? Very good finisher. Very good shooter. You know what I'm saying? He can do a lot of things on the court at a good level. But the problem with Jason Tatum is he's inconsistent too. He's inconsistent, bro. Like, you never know what you're gonna get from him in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, because especially as a number 1 option, that's not gonna be win a championship, no matter who's on the roster. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen that in the 2022 NBA Finals, and we've seen that in the conference finals against Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy Butler is outplaying you. You know what I'm saying? And we don't even consider him a top 5 player. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because Jason Tatum, he has the talent, he has the skill, he has the team to go to the NBA Finals, if not win it all. It's just a matter of him being consistent. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? And Jason Tatum, you got to prove to me that you could be a number 1 guy on a championship team. You have to prove it to me, bro. Because so far you haven't shown me that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got you on this list. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's get on to the next player. Next up is Joel Embiid. Okay, so Joel Embiid, you know what I'm saying? MVP, you know what I'm saying? The thing is with Joel Embiid, I'm not gonna lie, Joel Embiid makes a lot of excuses. And that's, come on now. You literally threw your team under the bus after the Boston Celtics series when you choked, and also James Harden. But mostly you choked. You know what I'm saying? And saying that, like, you just gotta be better when everybody on your team other than you and Harden play better than you. You know what I'm saying? They play better than you. They stepped up to the plate. It was just you two. And considering you never made it to the conference finals in your career yet, and you're considered a top 5 player, is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And you folded numerous times. You folded numerous times against the Celtics. So many times. And you were complaining about, oh, why did not give me the MVP? This is why. So Joel Embiid, you gotta prove to me that you're the MVP. That you're an MVP. You gotta prove to me that you can lead your team to the conference finals. Because people hate on Chris Paul for not making it to the conference finals when he was in his prime. So we should give that same energy to Joel Embiid. So that's why I have you as our next player on this list.
Alright, next up we got Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, so who may say, oh, Giannis has a championship. He has an MVP, 2 MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year. What else does he need to prove? I mean, if you did not watch these playoffs against the Heat, he played terrible. He played terrible. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, other than the last game. The last game he played good. 38 points and like 20 rebounds, something along those lines. But yeah, Giannis played good. The problem is Giannis' lack of a jump shot. It's just what's. I'm not saying like he can't dominate without a jump shot. We've seen him dominate without a jump shot. But him having a jump shot, it'll just help so much on this team. I'm not saying he need a 3-point shot like all these idiots. He needs a mid-range shot, low key. So, but you know, Giannis, he played terrible in this Miami Heat series. And to go on to say that is this year a failure? Come on, bro. You know the answer to that question. Matter of fact, I'll play the clip for. I'll play the damn clip.
Oh, there's always steps to it. You know, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. That's what you're telling me. No, I'm answering your question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Giannis this year was a failure. You were expected to go to the NBA Finals, low key. If we're gonna be real with you, like get a top 3 record in the East. You know what I'm saying? So Giannis, you just gotta prove. You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta start winning championships, low key. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be, this one's the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? You're certainly up there with the all-time greats, but if you want to get into the top 10, gotta win more chips. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got you here. At least out of the 3 players I named so far in this video, you won a championship as a number 1 guy. You know what I'm saying? But this next player, this last player, oh my God, like this guy right here, bro. All right, now, last but not least, Kevin Durant. Okay. So Kevin Durant, you goes to the Phoenix Suns, of course, to play with Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Chris Paul. Okay. They lose in the second round to Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And people may say, oh, KD, he had good stats in that series in the postseason, but he's inefficient. He was inefficient. You know what I'm saying? And KD, he's not as fast as he once was. He doesn't have the handles that he used to have. You know what I'm saying? He relies so much on the shooting to score, even though he can score in all areas. Like, let's just be real. But the problem here is KD. Ever since you left Golden State, you haven't made it to the conference finals on either conference. You know what I'm saying? And now you got Bradley Beal on your team. You got Bull on your team. You still have Devin Booker on your team. You know what I'm saying? You have a great team around you. And you haven't proved that you can win without Stephen Curry. You know what I'm saying? Because ever since you left, Stephen Curry won an NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? As a number 1 guy. And for you, Kevin Durant, what you have done since you left Stephen Curry was lose to Giannis in 2021, the semifinals, get swept by Boston, and then now currently you losing to the Denver Nuggets in the second round. So you haven't shown it to me yet, bro. And KD, you have to be able to win without Steph, because that's what you're doing right now. That's the only thing you have right now is those 2 rings. Cause I'm not gonna, let's be real. If you didn't have those 2 rings, we would look at you completely different. Alright? So KD, the ball's in your court. It's in your court. And let's see what you can do this upcoming season. So that's basically it on KD. Alright, so that's basically it for the video, you know what I'm saying? Comment your opinions. Thank you guys for watching. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to me when you guys watch these videos. So make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Hooper signing out. Peace out.
Water. Yo, like Zelda, bitch, I'm tryna link. False failure, I've been breaking sinks. Legendary, like I am a sphinx. At the ball with your bitch and fruit drinks, and I'm ink pink panther skin colored. I think. They don't understand the words that I link. They be sleep like a Bill Cosby drink. They know we lit, goddamn it. I'm up on Planet Namek. On demon time, they panic. Cause they thought a nigga was satanic. Could we keep that tool like mechanic? On Planet Drool with Lava Girl, you know we doing damage. Okay, sauced up. Matter of fact, that covert bitch, I'm motherfucking Asta.